Alrighty, Japanese Canadians. Now, there is a large Japanese Canadian population in Western Canada, and this is particularly due to the fishing industry, which is a large industry in Western Canada. Now, Canada is going to inter them for the same reasons and similar reasons that the United States is interring Japanese Americans. So in the United States, there is this fear that the Japanese immigrants in the United States and those that are of Japanese heritage are going to be sympathetic to what Japan's doing. The same kind of fear is happening in Canada, that the Canadians feel they cannot trust these Japanese Canadians, and therefore they need to be interred. So on March 4th, 1942, Japanese Canadians living within 100 miles of the British Columbia coast are going to be given 24 hours to pack their bags and to move inland, basically to get off the coast, okay? Men are going to be sent to work on road construction and sugar beet farms, different things that are going to be vital and important to Canada's war effort. They could go and they could take their families with them, but regardless, they're going to be forced to move within 24 hours. A number of them were also sent to camps. These camps were not really thought out. They were poorly established. They had badly insulated homes, which this is Canada, Great White North, known for its snow and cold, so this is problematic. A number of them were forced to be living in tents until their homes could be built. Again, not exactly a good thing to be living in Canada because Canada is cold. And a lot of them had to share stoves as a way of cooking and as a way of staying warm. So they're really in a bad position based solely on their race. The internees do petition for better conditions for the government. The British Columbia government is going to refuse to provide them with basic education, okay? So the provincial government in Canada is saying, nope, we're not doing this. However, the federal government, the Anglican, United, and Catholic churches are going to intervene, and they're going to establish full school systems for these Japanese Canadians within the camp, ensuring these children, although put in a bad situation, are at least going to be able to get an education. British Columbia is ultimately not going to allow Japanese Canadians to enlist in the army. British Columbia is going to threaten repatriation, which is simply to take these Japanese Canadians and send them to Japan, get them out of Canada. The Prime Minister of Canada at the time, King, is going to disagree with this statement fervently and say no one born in Canada would be deported. So if you were born in Canada, he's considering you a Canadian citizen and you are not going to be deported even if you are Japanese. 4,000 Japanese Canadians are going to be stripped of their citizenship and deported during the war. 600 are going to be sent after the war, so the war is over and they're still kicked out. And a lot of them, and they're actually going to be banned from returning to Vancouver, the largest city in British Columbia and largest city in Western Canada, until 1949. So 4 years after the war effort, until their war ends, until they're actually allowed to return. That is all for now. Questions, comments, put them below. Otherwise, good luck.